This is the WWE NXT Vengeance Day 2024 full show results video, which takes place at F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee. The show started with the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals match between Trick Mello Gang vs Wolf Dogs, Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, and the result of this match was Wolf Dogs won the match by pinfall with a spear from Braun Breaker on Carmelo Hayes, winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and earning a shot at the NXT Tag Team Championship. Then we saw a no disqualification match between Donovan Dijak vs Joe Gacy. It was a great match, and during the match we saw that Gacy had the duct tape and he blinds Dijak with it, looping it around his head and covering his eyes, and in the end, Donovan cuts him off with a nightstick to the midsection, delivered Feast Your Eyes, and won the match by pinfall. We go to the booth where Chase U are selling their pinup calendar, and JC Jane says they're almost sold out in the venue but they'll be up on WWE Shop tomorrow, and backstage, Oba Femi is curling a stage girder to get ready for his match. Then we saw a mixed tag team match between D'Angelo family, Adriana Rizzo, Channing, Stax, Lorenzo, and Tony D'Angelo, versus Out the Mud, Bronco Nima, Jada Parker, and Lucian Price. During the match we saw a moment when Rizzo goes off the top, Crossbody takes the OTM boys out and D'Angelo heads after to pick up the pieces, and delivered Fisherman Buster on Lucian Price, and D'Angelo family won the match by pinfall. We get a vignette where Kiana James and Izzy Dame lay out their strategy for targeting the NXT Women's Championship. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams are in the trainer's room and Hayes is saying all the right things about how Trick still has to fight Ilja and he's just going to accept the loss in the Dusty Classic. Williams thanks him and Mello anticipates him asking to go do it by himself, but Trick says he needs his brother by his side as he wins the NXT Championship. Versus Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship, and during the match, we saw that Lola Vice came with her Women's Breakout Tournament contract, and she cashed in the contract, and this match became a triple threat. In the end, Vice wants the cross armbar, Lyra rolls her over into a pin, reverse roundhouse, and Perez rolls her up for two, up and over, Pop Rocks connects, but Tatum Paxley breaks it up for her idol, and then Lyra ducks a crescent kick, and delivered Nightwish on Lola Vice, and won the match by pinfall, and retained the NXT Women's Championship. Riley Osborne rolls up to the Chase U calendar booth to ask Thea Hale to be his Valentine and she adorably blue screens and accepts. We get a cryptic vignette saying man has three faces, one for the world, one for family, and the real one no one sees that reflects the evil he possesses, with no further explanation. The next match happened between Dragon Lee vs Oba Femi for the NXT North American Championship, and the result of this match was Oba Femi defeated Dragon Lee by pinfall with a pop-up jackknife powerbomb, retaining the NXT North American Championship. Lexis King is at the Chase U booth being creepy at Thea Hale and Riley Osborne comes to her defense, and a brawl breaks out, and Osborne puts King's face through a table before security shows up to break it up. Ava Raine is interviewed backstage about being general manager and she's quite happy how the show has gone. We get footage from Tuesday of Malik Blade doing his homework and sharing 5 things he liked about their Dusty Classic match and 5 things he didn't like when Axiom and Nathan Frazer rolled up to set up a match between them. We cut to Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez brawling backstage as referees and road agents, including Biff Busick, try to break them up. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Ilja Dragunov vs Trick Williams for the NXT Championship, and during the match, we saw that action goes to the floor, Ilja cuts him off, Hayes gets involved, Dragunov decks him and Carmelo accidentally chop blocks his best friend right in the bad knee. After all the efforts by both superstars delivered their finishing move in midair and Torpedo Moscow got the better of it, and Ilja Dragunov defeated Trick Williams by pinfall, and successfully retained the NXT Championship. Carmelo goes forehead to forehead with Trick and reassures him that he was close and he's his boy and Trick Mello Gang forever, and he chop blocks the bad knee out from under Trick. Mello goes out under the ring and grabs a steel chair and wails on Trick's knee over and over. Carmelo Hayes unfolds the chair and sits on it while Trick writhes in pain and the crowd heavily booing Mello, and the show goes off the air.